Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of May. And yep, thank you for clicking this video. If you are a Sagittarius Sun watching this reading, please don't forget to check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus. And yep, if you're inquiring about your love life, if you're you want to know something about your love life, check out your Venus sign. Okay, that's the best way to know what's going on in your connection. All right, let's start with this Monology card to get your overall energy, Sagittarius. At the end of a tough cycle approaches. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. But yeah, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. A personal issue reaches resolution. Well, I could say, Sagittarius, you are ending a chapter or a cycle. It will be a blessing. I love this card. I feel like some of you are ending a chapter. Don't let pride get in your way. Full Moon in Leo. I feel like this is one of the things that you're ending. Your pride. And then we have it's time to release negativity. Full Moon in Scorpio. It's all about full moon, guys. What is going on with you, Sagittarius? Like, everything is about closing a chapter and getting something. I kind of feel like some of you have this tendency to, like, maybe there is this new thing that is like being offered to you by the universe, and it's kind of like, for some reasons, I'm sensing a very prideful person. But I feel like this is over. I feel like that energy of yours is over. Let's get a card for Sagittarius. Whoa. I love this card. You are going in a hermit mode. Alright, hold on. Okay, can see that. Feel like you're focusing on yourself. We have vision quest, but it came in reversed. Creation in upright, reflection in upright, and radiance in reverse. I feel like what people doesn't know about is that you are creating something. I feel like you're done with the quest. I feel like you're done with searching information. I feel like you're done with finding out more about the thing that you are planning to do, and I feel like you are done with the cycle. I feel like you're closing a chapter, Sagittarius. I also feel like right now, this month of May, I feel like you're probably in a hermit mode for a while. And I feel like you're continuing. You will continue doing that this month of May. This is a good energy though, but I feel like no one knows that you are reflecting on your actions. You are growing, you're nurturing yourself. I feel like no one really knows about that you are doing all of this thing. I feel like what they only know is that you ended this chapter and that's it. A rebirth is assured. Reconciliation. Okay. I feel like with this bad spirit, I feel like you're starting to realize that when a cycle ends or when a bad chapter has happened in your life, like, you can always get up. I feel like this is all about this whole thing. I feel like you are starting to realize that, maybe you just do what you love. Do your own thing and believe in yourself. It's all about that. Like if it's meant for you, it's meant for you. Some of you are realizing that. I feel like every Sagittarius, I'm connected to a Sagittarius, right? Because this is your reading. But it feels to me like every Sagittarius that I'm connected to, you guys have this different realizations. And I feel like some of you are realizing that it's your pride that is getting in your way. Some of you are realizing that maybe it's time to look at how you speak to other people, how you talk, how you know, your actions. And some of you are realizing that maybe it's time to be in the hermit mode, you know, be that introvert person. But all of you, all the Sagittarius that I'm connecting to, are realizing that everything happens for a reason, and just because you had a bad cycle that has happened in your life doesn't mean that every cycle that you're going to get to go through is also a bad cycle. I feel like all of you are realizing that, but like the the second subject or the second topic or the second realization that you were realizing that it's connected to the first realization that you can always get up. You guys have this different realization. Does that make sense? I hope I make sense. Yeah. That's exactly what I said. Sometimes life stinks. That's what you were realizing, that sometimes it happens, you know, something bad happens in your life. Right. It's okay. That's what you're realizing, that you can always get up. And I'm not trying to glorify your past or whatever bad thing that has happened to you. I'm not saying that, oh, it was good, you know, it was good. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that all of you are realizing that everything happens for a reason. You learned something from it. Even though you did not enjoy that bad thing, of course. But you're starting to realize that, all right, maybe it's the right thing to do. Maybe it's meant to happen, you know. Yep. All right. Let's find out your tarot cards, Sagittarius. I am picking up Sagittarius, so you could be dealing with the Sagittarius as well. Or maybe they have Sagittarius placement. But I'm sensing a very fiery, but it feels to me like right now you are in a hermit mode. Okay, what do we have for our Sagittarius? Oh, that was like, okay. We have the King of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Four of Swords in reversed. Really, really healing in here, Sagittarius. Alright, you feel like the right thing to do is not really communicate at all. I'm not really sure what you are dealing with right now or what you're going through, but right now you're like in a hermit mode, and you feel like this is what's going to bring balance to your life. I feel like right now your focus, it's not just, you know, going in a hermit mode. It's more like creating something for yourself so you could be able to provide to someone with the King of Pentacles. And then we have the Nine of Swords in reversed, and then the Five of Wands in the bright. You could be going against someone's rules or something, because this is a conflict, and you're kind of like, it seems to me like you are, you know, I don't care energy. You're in that energy of not really caring about what other people is going to think. You're being fearless and bold right now, and it's like you don't really care if there's going to be a conflict with this decision that you're going to make, which totally amazes me. I mean, you are a fire sign. That makes sense, but yeah, it's kind of, how do I explain that? It's kind of like contradicting, because you're hermit mode, but then yeah, it's like going in a hermit mode but being fearless as well. You know, you're not afraid of conflict. You're not afraid to, you know, move forward and go against someone. Yeah, I feel like right now you're planning something. You're planning to offer something stable to someone. It could be a work thing, or it could just be a new relationship with the Ace. And then we have the Magician in upright. And then with the Six of Cups, oh. You could be, oh, I can see that. Oh, right. You could be planning to reconcile with someone. I saw the Six of Cups a while ago. And maybe you did not offer anything, something to that person. And you're kind of like, why did I just do that? You know? And I feel like there is a conflict. Like maybe, I'm really sensing there's a conflict. There was a conflict, or there is a conflict. That's probably why you did not offer anything to that person. And I feel like, all right, the spirits are saying other people must understand that, to whoever you're planning to offer that thing. This could be a relationship. Maybe you're planning to start or build a family with this person, and there's this conflict around you. Maybe their parents doesn't like you, or maybe your parents doesn't like them, something like that. There's this conflict. That's why you did not offer anything, or it wasn't. Yeah, I'm not going to correct that. Yeah, you did not offer anything, and I feel like the other person must understand that. Yeah. I'm also picking up that you were so tired about something. Like you feel exhausted. It's not really exhaustion. It's more like feeling like you don't have energy at all. It's not really exhausted. I don't know how to explain it, but you just feel weak, or physically, something like that. For some of you, that could resonate for some of you. But yeah, what I'm picking up is that maybe the conflict is that you don't really have anything to offer in the past. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's like you want to offer something, but you feel like you don't have anything. With the ace of, it could be like that. It could be like that because with the ace of pentacles in reverse, there was no beginning. Nothing happened. Even if you want to, I mean, you wanted to, but like with the five of wands, I see that there is a conflict. It could be that there's still this conflict going on in your life or in their life. That's probably why you feel like you need to be the king first. You feel like you need to, because you feel like that's what's balanced. You feel like that's what's going to bring this person balance. You feel like you have to have something first, something to offer. Because right now you're coming up, or this is what you feel like. You feel like you are the emperor in reverse. Like you are feeling that you are the emperor. Right, but you kind of like, you don't have a crown, you don't have a palace, you don't have any people, something like that. Like you are the king, but you kind of like, you don't have anything. It's, something like that. I feel like some of you are feeling that way. Like you could be the emperor, or you do have the potential to be the emperor, but you kind of like, what am I going to do with this throne? I don't have a crown, I don't have people, I don't have palace, something like that. I hope that makes sense. That's kind of like making you restless with the Four of Swords in the verse. But you are in this energy that I can do this. I can do this. Yeah, I am the emperor in reverse. I am this arrogant or a man who's abusing their power, feeling like I can do this. But I really can. That's what you are feeling, Sagittarius. You kind of like, the rest is over, the resting period is over. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to make myself stable so I can have anything, or I can have something to offer. This could be a work thing because you are really focused on becoming stable. It's all about creating a solid foundation for yourself so that you can have something. It's all about that. King of Pentacles. I mean, I admire your energy in this, Sagittarius, but because I feel like something happened. It could be that the whole conflict situation is actually draining your energy. That's probably why you feel weak physically. It could really be exhaustion, but that's not really the exact word that I'm trying to find. So maybe for some of you, you're feeling exhausted. For some of you, you're really just, feeling weak physically. Maybe it's because of the conflict. So yeah, I admire your energy, Sagittarius, in this spread because you're in this energy of you can do this. You're this go-getter. You're very goal-oriented. You don't stop for anyone else. Like just because there is a conflict doesn't mean you're going to stop. You are in that kind of energy. I like that. Very fiery. King, okay. Ha ha. Devil. This could be that you feel like you have to be above. maybe you are living in an environment that is kind of like toxic. It could be that, and you feel like you need to have something to offer so that if there's going to be a conflict from the outside, you could be able to defend the situation, or you could be able to defend what you want. You could be able to defend your partner, the person that you want to have this ability, because we saw the Ace of Pentacles. It could be that you're really planning to go against probably the rules. This could be that the conflict is that some people will think that you're just being overly passionate or obsessive with someone. It could be that, and that's the conflict. It could be that. And you don't want them to think that you are being just that. It's like you want them to think that you're serious with this whole thing. Like you can go from here to here, to the King of Pentacles. Could be that as well. But this is more likely the strongest energy. I mean, I'm picking up all energies, but the strongest one that I'm picking up right now is that there's something about the public. And you deeply want this. You deeply want to get it. Whatever that is. Job, career, person. Alright, 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Hermit mode. But it reversed. It came in reversed. I see. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, you're going in a hermit mode because you want to be the King of Pentacles. To be able to provide. And then after that, when you feel like you can have that new beginning, when you feel like you're ready, something like that. When you feel like you're ready, you're going to go out on a hermit mode because you feel like it's not done. You know, the chapter isn't done. Because I feel like what you are closing is something, probably a behavior of yours, could be an attitude, but it is something different. How do I explain it? Like, it's connected. Like, these two things are connected to each other, but what you are ending and what you want to start, it's a different thing, but they're like connected. Like, you're closing this chapter for this chapter. It's kind of like a step by step. You're closing a chapter, you're going in a hermit mode, you're realizing stuff. And then when you're in a hermit mode, you are becoming the King of Pentacles. You're nurturing yourself. You're becoming more abundant. And after that, you're going to go out in a hermit mode because you're done in the hermit mode and you're not comfortable with it. And you want to be balanced with someone, so you're going to offer them because that's your original plan. Does that make sense? Right. The Hermit. The Emperor in the verse. Okay, totally fall on the ground. Oh my god. The Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be that something you're passionate about. Yeah, you could really be dealing with a Leo. Or it could be a fire sign as well. Wands. You're really passionate about this person. If this is a job, you've been wanting to do this for a very long time. And in the past or before, you kind of feel like you don't have anything to offer. But now you're like rebuilding yourself. If this is a person, you really feel passionate with this person. Like, every time you see them, you smile. Every time you see them, you feel fiery inside. You know, something. It's very, very passionate feeling. You totally adore this person. And yeah, this is a beginning. I feel like, really, in the past, you wanted something with them, but something stops you, or something stop you from doing that because, yeah, it could be conflict from the outside, or conflict within yourself. Could be that. But yeah, with the Emperor in reverse, I feel like you don't want the other person, or you don't want, if this is a job, you don't want the employer to think that you are obsessively thinking about it, or you really want it so much. You kind of feel like, you are low-key liking it. You want to appear like you like it, period. But deep inside, you're kind of feeling like the devil. You really want it. Four of Swords. Ooh. We have the Emperor twice. Four of Swords in reverse, the Empress, and the Emperor. If this is a person, this is the person, the Empress. Yeah. The conflict could be in their part. Maybe they want to go the other way. Maybe you both want things. You both want the same things. But it's kind of like in their part, they want to go the other way, or they want something else. How do I explain that? Like, you guys have this different directions, but you want the same things. Something like that. Maybe that's a conflict as well. But they want to give birth to a new relationship. You want to give birth to a new relationship as well, but it's like you want something different, or you are going in a different direction, and this person is going into a different direction, and that's where you totally clashes, and that's why there was no beginning at all. But I feel like right now you're really coming up as someone who's not going to give up. That's why we have the Emperor. You're like, okay, she wants different things. We both want the same things, but she wants it differently. I want it differently. Okay, I'm going to find out a way on how to make it work out. Just because we had this bad cycle, just because we fought with each other, just because we had this fight, just because we argued, doesn't mean we are over. Something like that. Like, okay, you're going to compromise. This is compromising. You're kind of like, okay, she wanted this way, I want it this way. I will find out that we will get the same thing that we wanted, but I'm going to apply whatever she wants, something like that. Like, you're compromising, but not to the extent that you're totally compromising what you want, because you're kind of like, okay, we had a fight last night, all right, but we want the same things. We want to get married, we want to step up our game, but you want it differently. Okay, I will compromise. Let's do it this way. You're finding solutions. That's probably why you're going in a hermit mode, and you're kind of like in this energy of, no matter how many times we fight, we will always figure something out, how to work this out. This is it. And then, last but not least, King of Swords in reverse. I love this energy because it's all about working things out. And I admire your energy, Sagittarius, in this, because you're not the type of person who's really going to give up just because something bad happens. And I really like that. I mean, yeah, you're not a quitter. Not a quitter. That's the perfect term for this. Not a quitter. King of Swords in reverse. Yep. You want to work things out because this feminine, they are kind of like freaking out. You know that they're freaking out when you're not talking, when you're not doing something for the relationship. Yeah, this could be a relationship thing. You are now realizing that it's freaking them out. You are now realizing that it's freaking them out, that you were not finding out a solution. You know it now. And you kind of feel like, okay, we have this Justice at the bottom of the deck, but it's in reverse, and then the Four of Chalices in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, King of Wands. You feel like it would be injustice on both your parts if you're not going to make a plan on how to work things out. Like, how do I explain that? Like, because your energy, both sides, your person and your person, you guys do have deep emotions, deep energy, and really strong. It's like you guys are already in the edge of falling out of love, but you're like, no, I'm not going to quit this. I'm not, because I loved you, all right, and I still love you until this very moment. you're like that. You guys are in this edge of falling out of love, this person as well, but you're like, no, we're not going to let this problem or this conflict lose our connection or lose whatever we are feeling for each other. We're not going to let this all walls in between us. We're going to figure out something to work things out. Oh, I love this. I love this energy. So, with that being said, I want to get a card for you guys. I want to get more cards because I love this energy. I love you guys. I love this. I love it when I see people working things out. Alright, so we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, both of you are feeling heartbroken when you guys are feeling defensive. So you're like, instead of defending yourselves, you're going to defend the relationship instead. Aww, I love that. I love that. I love that so much. Six of Water. Oh my god, you're finding a way on how to make each other feel comfortable, and that teenage romance. How can we bring back the love, the sparks, and the passion? Oh, I really love that. And then bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. I love this energy, Sagittarius. I love this. You want them to, it's like this, you're not just doing this because you want to get them back. How do I explain that? Like, you are really doing this for you and for the other person, for both of you. You're like, you, in your mind, you are a team. That's why you are not leaving this situation. You are going to defend the relationship. You're going to defend the connection, no matter how many conflicts you go through, no matter, that kind of thing. It's really like a Romeo and Juliet / whatever thriller film you watch where two people got separated and they get back together because they're so meant to be. Something like that. Like, there are lots of journeys that you went through, and you're starting to realize that you still love this person. You're going to always be there for this person. That's why you're going to fight for this. It's all about fighting for each other and not fighting with each other, not quitting the relationship because you want it. You really want it, I love this. Okay, that is my reading for you, Sagittarius, for your monthly forecast for this month of May, and I hope this is helpful, and I hope this gave clarity to some of you. And yep, I will see you guys in the next monthly reading. Take care, lots of love, and yep, good luck with this relationship. Bye.